Okay guys, welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. I'm Green Zero and we're going to be jumping into this game here because it has reached the popular replays tab pretty quickly. Not sure what to expect. We have Senna and Alibaster. Alibaster, of course, is the worker ant, the one that only you should be familiar with him. Senna has been a player who's been floating around the servers and have had a little bit of an encounter with this player here, but nonetheless, he's going to get casted here. So we're going to jump into this game. We are on Tournament Rift. As expected. If we jump over onto the right hand side, we're going to see Worker Ant playing as a Nod faction here. So and I know he doesn't like it when I say Worker Ant, but it just reminds me because his main account is Worker and he plays on Alibaster. He's trying to do what Steve Nash did and get off his Steve Nash account and onto another one to the point where people start calling him something else. But he is not vanilla, and that means Senna is going to be... What are you going to be? You've got Marked of Kane. He's got Cybernetic. He's going for a shrine. Oh my god, he's going for a shrine. He's going for a shrine. I was going to say, there's 2 engineers, 3 engineers now. Senna is like, you know what? I'm going to go Shadow Teams. And Shadow Teams are really potent against another Nod faction. He actually built it, which is probably going to work out good for him. I do this sometimes. I just build one squad because it's way cheaper than calling the support power. And they can fly faster than they can run, so generally speaking you just want them to fly, and I send them to this point here so they can fly over and beat them to the garrison here. Because if he gets the garrison, that's just going to be a little bit of a hassle. You can see there he's probably not, yeah, he actually stopped moving, so not the best way. Obviously concerned about the welfare of his engineers now. Well, he actually did go for the power upgrade. Oh my god, he did it. I didn't even see this. He's pulled it unleashed and he's taken it. Oh my god, Worker Ant did not get to put his war factory down. Oh my god, he was a little bit slow there. That's unfortunate. So this is actually paying real dividends for him now. He's got the Shadows team down here, but he needs to just kind of camp this. He could have stopped him from getting the garrison. He is going to bomb it, but it's going to take another 2 attempts to bomb that. His engineers should be able to secure this though, but oh man. Getting the war factory, stopping the war factory, that was big. And what I like to do with these guys is to put beacons down all over the place. Oh my god, he got a double kill. Oh my god, he got a double kill. Worker Ant. Oh my god, what? Oh man, he must be so mad. The splash was real on that, wasn't it? Oh my god, so that's why you don't put power plants next to each other so closely, because he can splash that. He'd be looking at this right now going, oh my god, I've just completely dominated this guy right now, and he's not looking good. Meanwhile, what's he doing? He's got 2, he's actually moving his MCV with just 2 harvesters. He's trying to go for a 3rd now. I believe he's captured the spikes. Is he short? No, he's got 1 engineer inside the buildings. He's still trying to blow this one up, so he only got 1 spike, so he's delayed his spike. Now remember, this was a really heavy investment for Senna. He had to spend a lot of money to get this, and even something as small as slowing down the spike is a problem. He's actually just going to come in and kill this this squad here. The Shadow Teams do sniper damage, and there's 4 of them, and they have dual pistols. They just completely annihilate any infantry squad they come across. He needs to de-garrison and get this now. Start the engineer walking over there. And there we go. He's cleaned this out now. Should be able to finish it off. He's a little bit slow, isn't he? He's obviously microing something else. We have the Shadow Teams. They will take out... Oh, we actually lost a whole squad. Oh, that was not good. That was not good. He's got quite a number of power plants, but, I mean, he's still got the squad down here, so he can still link these guys up and keep taking power. And look at that. He's going to take them off, and he really should get them together. Meanwhile, scouts are just checking this out. We got 4 and 2 here for Senna. He is... notably ahead in this game. Oh my god, Worker Ant just built his 2nd harvester there. He's been so heavily delayed by this. The delay is real, and Senna's actually pulling a harvester off the line to get the crush on, and you don't want to forget about your harvester when you're trying to get the crush on. I don't think it's really... He actually gets the whole squad, so there you go. Good harvester control there, so I don't think you do that. I probably wouldn't waste my time doing that unless they were really close to it, because I'd rather have the mining time. Something else can clean up the militant squad, and he does... Oh my god. He didn't actually destroy it. How did that even happen? How does that even work? I'm not sure. Maybe one bombed it and then he put the repair tool on, and then the second one bombed a little bit too late. I'm not sure how that worked. He should have been able to destroy that power plant. Yeah, not 100% sure what's going down over there. I mean, Worker Ant is keeping him scouted, but he can see that there's going to be a 2nd ref here. 5 and 2. No, he's got 6 harvesters on the main, so he might want to move one, maybe to the blue field or maybe to the expansion, because he's going to have a few lining up there. We've got a few Raider buggies coming out at the moment. But again, yeah, double war factory here for Worker Ant. So his double war factory, he has only got 4. He's got 5 harvesters now. The Shadow Teams are coming back, and they're just like, you know what, we're not going to make the same mistake again. We're going to finish off this power plant. Again, he did spend a lot of money to repair that to full health, and he needs to actually start bombing this right now, because the thing is that Worker Ant... oh, he didn't get it again. How does that even work? I'm not even sure. Oh, maybe because one of them isn't veteran. No, one of them isn't veteran. Is that really the difference between getting a power plant? I didn't think it was. I thought it... Apparently it is. Apparently it is. So if he'd taken that power plant down, he would have been on low power. He would have had to redeploy. Otherwise, his production would be too slow. Senna already doing double war factory, but he put his double war factory in his main, just like Worker Ant. Worker Ant is coming down the guts now. And look at this, Senna did go for the blue tip, but he does have a notable army here. I didn't even see him build this. He's actually got his own bike buggy here as well, and we're going to see bike buggy engage, and it's going to be messy. Red versus yellow is actually pretty good colors here, because the red really stands out on the nod units here, and well, if they're not red, they're definitely Senna's. So he's going to be pulling back here at the moment. Did he get blue tip? I believe, yeah, he got blue tip. He got a full load of blue tip, so Worker Ant's not going to be impressed with that. He's got his MCV packed up, but he needs to get it on the move again and move out. These Raider buggies now moving across this area here. Senna is now going for Scorpion tanks, so I think he's already decided to make the transition to Scorpion tanks. Considering he's ahead economically, that's going to work in his favor quite a bit, so he should be fine with that. But both of these players, I think that we're going to see a lot of one fronting here just because of the skill level. Worker Ant should be able to two front, but I'm not 100% sure. Senna just not realizing his harvester. You got to be careful with your harvesters you send to the blue tip. They will actually go back to the blue tip unless you give them an order here. So he will order that one back. A little bit of mining time lost to drive out there and back again, but it wasn't too far. He's only got 3 harvesters on his main. He might want to, he might want to move some of those across. Battle markers, what are they? Nothing much. He's split the bikes off, and he's going to go down and around. He has a, look at this, Worker Ant is moving to claim this bikes. Now, the bikes are moving down here. I don't think Senna realizes that Worker Ant moved into this position, and yeah, he's just got them on a move order, probably not even realizing it right now, but they will get destroyed. Worker Ant will pick up those units there now, and he takes a few losses in the backhand there, but nothing serious. He's going to take both the spikes away from Senna. So that's definitely very nice. I'm not sure where the shadow teams have ended up or if they're still alive. There is definitely at least one shadow team still surviving somewhere on the map, unless it has been killed. I didn't see. We have Dozer Blaze done, and there's a lot of Scorpion tanks building up. Worker Ant has no Scorpion. No, yes he does. He's got a lot. Okay, so Worker Ant's got a lot of Scorpion tanks as well, but he's one base. He is one base. He's going for Dozer Blade. Did he finish it? No, he hasn't started it. He just started it then. He's fighting already upgraded Dozer Blade. Now, he could finish that power plant off. There's that one shadow team we were talking about. A few rocket squads here actually able to destroy a Scorpion tank. So, Senna going to make a move here now, and his base is probably, he's going to bypass that. Raider buggy trying to get the scouts off. The shadow team didn't decide to take anything out. And look at this, he's moving back to the MCV. Senna's going to move his whole force up here, but you know what? I don't think he's going to be able to... Oh, he's not actually repairing it or putting a laser field on it. Oh, Senna, what are you doing? He sold his MCV. Oh my god, why could he not hold that? I'm not sure why. But Worker Ant just completely ripped his heart out then, and that has given Worker Ant some time before the economy will once again get out of control. Senna has a large army here, but they're not moving. I mean, he has a shadow team. He knows Worker Ant has no second base, and he knows that Worker Ant, this is all he's got. He's got so much tanks, he can just move in and take out the whole base here. And I'm assuming, yeah, he's realized it now. He's like, hang on a second, what am I doing? I can actually just go in and destroy everything. And you want to move and shoot here to get the tanks at the back in range. I'm not sure why he's pulling back here. Again, he has a significant advantage in tank numbers here, but he's just chilling. He's transitioning some harvesters. Notably, hasn't touched too much of his expansion, but only sliced off the top of it, really. Only got one load of blue Tiberian. Worker Ant is going to try to go around this, but it's just going to weaken his force over here. He has a double ref down, and he's got harvesters here, but the shadow team is scouting it out, and he sees it here, and he's a little bit vulnerable. These tanks here moving through this choke. Oh my god, he could try to hit that T right there, but I think he's going to sneak just through, yeah, before they get around. But there are tanks down here to defend that area. Wow, he's got so many tanks, but they're all split up. He's got basically 2 forces. A few tanks do get picked off there. Worker Ant realizes that's not going to work. He could move these tanks down and around through this choke while the others move through the center, and that would completely box everything that that Worker has into this right-hand side, and he could crush and destroy that. But formation moving again, and just, yeah, he's giving Worker so much time. And I think that is it's going to be a critical area here, because it's going to allow him to get back into the game. Look at this, the shadow team actually revealing the stealth of the harvester, which I think has drawn the attention of Worker, that there is still a shadow team there. He will take it out. That was a very important scout, because it's a stealth flying scout. You know, you couldn't ask for a better scouting unit right there. Tech center is down. You got to remember that laser capacitors is on the cards for Worker Ant. but of course he's not actually researching it at the moment. He will completely out-damage the mock tanks, which are now starting to form up. Senna's starting to bulk up. He does have an expansion mill. There are tanks there to defend, so he should be fine. That harvester might be history, but Senna, he's got such a big army, and all of a sudden the obelisks are coming down now, so he's realizing this probably isn't the best idea. Senna will defend this area here, but he does lose the harvester, so economy is shut down for the time being. He needs to establish his base there. He has no tech center, by the way, so he is out-teched here. A few tanks, they kind of ease forward here, and this is going to allow Worker Ant just to slice off just a half dozen tanks there. Almost like, oh my god, Senna is going in. He's going in here. He's going in here now, and we're going to have to see how this goes down. But there's obelisk here, and I don't know how the focus firing is going, but there's not a lot of it. And it looks like Senna, just with the superior numbers, is probably going to be able to win this fight right now. Can he do enough damage? He's losing so many tanks, though. He's losing a ton of tanks. Worker Ant trying to hold on to this right now. He just needs to defend out this base, and he'll be fine. Another obelisk comes down. This is starting to get out of control for him. And there we go. Senna will back off. And a lot of tanks were traded in that fight. He's getting a good trade up here, securing some of these isolated tanks, but Senna's army severely reduced, and now he's being pursued by the remnants here of Worker's army. We'll get another nice kill here. He's got reinforcements coming down, so this is the area he needs to turn around and come back, and he needs to move and shoot. He's just, there we go, he's moving now, so moving forward, so all the tanks at the back are in range, and now he's going to crush this force here, so wow. So he definitely played that part of the engagement a lot better. And now he can move up here. He can force Worker to put down more obelisks that he doesn't want to put down, because he kind of, if he lets this base go, that's pretty bad for him. And you can see now he's realized these power plants are vulnerable. There's another one he can drop down that might drop him into low power mode. Laser capacity is done. I didn't even see that start researching. We've been so into this Scorpion fight, but the problem is now that he's lost so many Scorpion tanks that the laser capacitors can't really turn the tide of battle here. He just doesn't have the numbers. I mean, he doesn't need as many tanks as Senna, because he's just simply way more powerful, but the problem is that he's almost got no tanks, and Senna's still got about 20 or so tanks here at the moment, so he's going to need something to overwhelm that. He has held both the spikes. Senna hasn't made a move. He's actually making a move for this now. Sending more harvesters. Stealth tanks are coming out. Oh, does he not realize this is a Nod mirror? Stealth tanks are notably pretty bad against Nod, because one, you can't kill the harvesters because they're stealth, and two, bikes are an extremely effective counter against stealth tanks. You can get 3 bikes for the price of 1 stealth tank, and of course you don't have to sink $4 grand into a tech center, and the stealth tanks will overkill the bikes, whereas the bikes won't really overkill the stealth tanks. We have these Scorpion tanks moving over here. What's happening over here? A few bike buggies moving in. There's an Avatar and a Scorpion tank looking to respond. They should be able to defend this area out here, but another harvester will probably fall before we see that happen. And we can see the obelisk there does get shut down. The tank's now just falling back. Senna has cleaned the whole... Wow, he sent so many harvesters there. Oh my god. Just about coughed my guts up looking at what he was doing there. He needs to be careful. If he can refine all that, he's going to be in business. A few Scorpion tanks here, but looks like Worker Ant is just too vastly outnumbered, and he's retreating back and getting a lot of kills on the way back again. These Scorpion tanks, the DPS on them, or the damage per shot, is quite high. They have a lower rate of fire, but it's only slightly lower. We have avatars down here, more stealth tanks. The stealth tanks don't appear to be organized into any fashion whatsoever, so I'm not sure how effective they're going to be, even if they could get into a position to do some damage. But these tanks here moving back to the obelisk now, and he's just slowly whittling this force down. One more tank getting left behind. We'll get one shot by an obelisk there. Does not have the armor to withstand that. Battle markers over here. We have the stealth tank. It is attacking the harvester while it's docked, which is the smartest thing he can do, but look at that. He simply just moves it out of the dock. And now he's got total defense from these stealth tanks until he decides to send something down there to counter it. But he's got by buggy, and this by buggy is going to be able to trap that. And he's got a redeem route, so Senna's still just ahead, just economically, quite a lot. And this stealth tank here, look at that, will be easily cleaned up by even the smallest amount of by buggy. So he might want to rethink his stealth tank options here. Oh, he sent all these harvesters back. 4 harvesters, all of them basically empty. 5 harvesters, 5 empty harvesters, which drove to the blue field and back again. That was not the best way to go about it. He's having trouble organizing his economy, isn't he? And he's not able to really turn this into an army, right? I mean, actually, he has got a lot of He's got a Redeemer and a lot of avatars, so he is starting to run away with it, but again, it's just due to the fact that he has so much more Tiberium at his disposal. Worker has been taking the engagements, I'd have to say. He's been really taking probably about 70-75% of the engagements have gone in his favor, maybe more, maybe 80%, but he's coming down here with some tanks now. He's going to try to defend with his own tanks, which again are much more powerful than the Scorpion tanks they're attacking. We'll pick off a few nice focus fire there. Another Obelisk comes down, will help defend this area out. Just popping those tanks off though, but those ones there just too badly damaged, and he's going to be able to take out most of Worker Ants, but he's going to lose the remainder of these tanks here. That one tank trying to fall back, it probably will go, no, he won't go down, he'll actually get saved by that Obelisk there. Worker Ant's got a problem, and the problem is that he doesn't have access to any more Tiberium. He's completely dried out both of his fields, there's nothing left there, he has to do something. Oh my god, Senna has got so many avatars here, and he gets rage. Wow, how did he pump out that? He's got a Stealth Redeemer. He's done a good effort to pump that out. One avatar will fall. Let's have a look at the damage done. Not anything serious. One at 50% health, one destroyed. I mean, Worker Ant's going to take whatever he can get. And with Stealth Harvesters, he can actually snip this field away. So he doesn't actually need to technically expand there. Stealth Tank's going down, or she's not going down, sniping down a Scorpion tank. But he's so badly damaged. Remember, heavily damaged Stealth Tanks can't re-stealth, so he can actually see this now. He knows exactly where it is, and he's just going to chase it down. They can only stealth if they're not on fire, if they're not in the red health, and Tibcore is done. See you later. I'm not sure. I mean, Tibcore isn't terribly important. I mean, he hasn't really got a lot of bite buggy. That Venom is history. What's he actually going for? Worker Ant's trying to plot something here. He's going for infantry upgrades. I think he realizes that, hang on a second, this guy's just got like mass avatars. He's got so many avatars. He really should be attacking right now because he's primed for another rage gen. And look at this. Oh my god. Oh, that's not fun at all. And another avatar will fall. Another 2 avatars will fall. So he needs to he's got Venoms for stealth detection, but he should really chase this. No EMP coils. Of course, for Worker Ant, he's not going for it. He's got Tibcore. I mean, EMP coils would be nice, but I guess he doesn't quite have the money. It's very cheap upgrade. It's not very expensive, so there you go. He does have an MCV down here, but there's no blue Tiberium. Senna, is he going to do something with his army? He's got a superior force here, but he doesn't seem to be too intent on moving that out. He must be distracted by something. He's losing some Harvesters. Again, Harvesters going back to a dry blue Tiberium field, not able to control everything that he has at his disposal here. He's built so many unit types that I don't think with his skill level, yeah, he can actually handle it. He's actually losing quite a bit now. Is he building Vertigo Bombers? There's 4 or 5. Are there 5 Vertigo Bombers somewhere that I just can't see? They're over here. I'm not sure what they were bombing, or if they bombed anything at all, but yeah, he's not able to... and look at this. He's finally realized, hey, I'm just going to force fire the ground here. But now this Redeemer's just like, alright, cool, I'll just shoot you in the back. He really needs to do something about that Redeemer. I'm not sure what his plans are for this, but Worker Ant... I mean, Senna had an impossible to beat force basically, and Worker Ant is just picking it to pieces. He's picking one at a time, taking a slice here, taking a slice there, and Senna is not responding. He could move out and attack. He's got so many Vertigo Bombers here, I'm not sure where they're going. They're going back to the main here, but there's a lot of infantry as well. Rage Gen goes off. He has got the attack order down, and the Vertigo Bombers will come in, do a lot of damage. He needs to watch out. His Venoms are grouped up, so if they get in range of this Tib... Oh my god, yes. Yes, pull back. Oh. No, not your whole army. Where's he going? Is he going for supercharge? He kind of needs it, doesn't he? He's not going for supercharged particles, and he's realized now that this base here is being fleeced. But I'm not 100% sure what Senna is actually doing here at the moment. He's falling all the way back to his base. He's not even attempting to clean up those Harvesters that are stealing Tiberium. He doesn't appear to be doing anything much at all for the time being, so we'll have to see what his plans are. He is actually starting to move through here now, so he's going to spot this Harvester trying to take some blue Tiberium, so that will be destroyed. So that's the start for him. He will get that one, and the MCV is in a pretty vulnerable spot, but I can just see him dropping some units here. I'm not sure where those avatars are going. They did destroy a bunch of buggy. Vertigo Bombers will fire. Oh my god, there's Tibcore bikes there, and there's laser buggies. They get a kill. They get a kill on the Vertigos. Will they get another one? They get a second Vertigo Bomber goes down. Do we have a heroic bike? I thought I saw red missiles there. No, not quite. There is one that's elite. And if he can just... Oh my god, he just went heroic. He just went heroic. There is an avatar here. A rage gen goes off. And it looks like, I'm not even sure who did the rage gen here, but there's a lot of infantry. There's a portion of his force here. Look at those avatars. They're all bunched up. And he does unbunch them now, but rage gen will go off. That will be from Senna now, and he'll be retreating here. but he needs supercharged particle beam and he needs more of his venoms, and he'll be in business. Meanwhile, this avatar's probably going to be destroyed, and then he's just going to instantly reclaim that. He's got some bikes over here, not sure what they're doing. The Redeemer here is in pretty big trouble, actually. He might have to stealth that to get away. And the rear armor is real. Oh my god, they're doing so much damage. The Tib Trooper's trying to shoot here. The Venoms will come across to try to save it, but it's not going to be, it's too late. It's too late. He's already killed it. He's already killed it. He has no supercharged particle, which means he's just trying to gun these down with machine guns. He's got so many here, he should be able to overwhelm this, but he's taking his time. And here comes the rest of the army. I'm not sure why this army wasn't with the main one. It's like he's splitting his army up into small groups and sending them bit by bit, so that Workaround is more able to counter these. There's a lot of fire here at the moment. There's a lot of destruction, a lot of bikes getting destroyed, and I believe he should be able to destroy the Redeemer. He will get the Redeemer, so that's good, but oh my god, the Venoms have been completely toasted, and the Spectre Artillery were getting shot up by their own units here. That's not good at all, so these avatars need to move forward. The Redeemer Engineer Facility needs to be destroyed, and Vertigo Bomber's coming. Oh, he actually drops it on the bikes there, so he gets a couple of kills before he goes down. The Vertigos have not been used very well at all. Not even sure what their purpose was. He didn't even really need them in this fight here. Now the Vertigo flying across now, but he needs to take out the engineering facility before it pumps out another Redeemer, and he's in range. He really should be able to take this down. He's got so much power behind these Venoms, not Venoms, sorry, these avatars, and there we go. Pops it almost one shot, and I think Worker Ant now. I think Worker Ant might be a bit done and dusted, so Senna far out. He made that way too difficult for us, and he does decoy half his army, so most of these avatars here are fake. As we can see, the Black Hand Squad able to reveal that they are fake. There's a battle marker up here. We got a few Tib Core bikes just ripping through this area here. No more Vertigo Bombers, no more, laser venom. He has got supercharged particle venoms now, which is a start, but he needs to get rid of the rest of those bikes, and I'm not sure what he's doing. He's actually falling back here. He could just destroy the barracks and then crush the rest of the infantry. There's no way these infantry are going to be able to destroy everything that is here, and he's actually going to be able to survive this area here, so Worker Ant does hold on somehow. I'm not sure how long he's going to be able to hold on for. There's a few Tib Core bikes here, and he's got another heroic one there as well, forced him to sell most of these structures here. And there's actually nothing to defend these harvesters. Oh my god, they're all overlapped. Oh, he's got to watch out there. He could have gone in and just taken down so many more than what he had. But there's no point using the avatars to respond to those bikes, because they're simply just going to drive away. I'm not sure why he's sending his army out there. He made a Q move there. Unfortunately, he's got some of his own bikes here, almost enough to overwhelm the enemy position here. There is some blue tib here, so Worker Ant might want to get that. He is benefiting from 3 spike, and he has done so most of the game. And now these bikes are going to come through the back area. He will be able to save this this harvester. He will be fine to save that one. But it looks like he gets out a pretty good trade. Yeah, the heroic bike tanking most of the damage here. Look how quick it repairs. It just instantly self-heal like in a matter of seconds there. So obviously they have almost no armor, so they heal relatively quickly. No Tib Core coming down from our mock player here. He has got another Redeemer out. He's going for bikes, but unfortunately the scattered infantry there is just cleaning him up. He's not able to capitalize at all. And now this base is under threat. There is an avatar down here, and there's a lot of Tiberium. Senna might want to do something about that. Yeah, he needs to just reorganize and then go back, and then he needs to finish off Worker Ant. He's actually going for another Redeemer. How is this even possible? He's actually getting out a second Redeemer. So he's managed to rebuild his facility. He really has no Tiberium at his disposal. He's really being powered on spikes right now. You can see he's actually stalled for cash, so he's actually going to have to try to get some of this blue tib. He has harvesters. He's selling up his base. He's looking around and saying, all right, what can I sell? What can I sell? He doesn't actually have that many harvesters though, which is a problem. Senna might want to just manually order the harvesting of these tidbits, because they won't get harvested manually to prevent bugging. He needs to automatically get them to harvest that. This Tiberium spike is under attack, and an avatar which has been reclaimed by, by Worker Ant will be starting to pick apart this base here. This avatar could come and easily defeat that one. He's got more health. We have some units coming down here. Oh my god, he's actually going to find, and Worker Ant packs up the MC. Actually very heavily damaged, and he stops, he blocks it. He blocks the Redeemer from coming out. That was a massive blow there. Senna only seconds to spare before that comes out. A few bikes now targeting these power plants down. We have a radar jamming missile go off, but it's probably not going to do too much. We've got a beacon over here. What's that? He's got a heroic bike over there just starting to pick this base apart. Meanwhile, this avatar somehow beats the other one with the help of the rocket squads there, so that's not good. But yeah, Worker Ant losing it, the rest of his base here. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to maintain a foothold in this game anymore. But we have Tiberium Infusion here as well. So Tiberium Infusion for the mock play. It's the only upgrade he gets for these rocket squads. The other one is Cybernetic Legs, but only affects a certain certain amount of units here, and he will clean up the rest of this base. He's got a few ranks from these avatars as well. What is Worker Ant doing? He's moving through here at the moment, forces the cell up. These Tibcore bikes have actually leveled this whole base. There's actually Tiberium here. If Worker Ant does have a MCV down here, if he's able to establish himself, because this army is very far away. It's very far away and it's very vulnerable to infantry, and he's already got his infantry upgrades. Q moving, probably not the best way to go about it, because these forces are now pointing in the direction of Worker Ant's last base. Not that Senna was probably smart enough to pick up on that, but nonetheless, it's not something you want to do. He does turn them around now, and he will lose that power plant. The remaining power plants up here. I think Senna perhaps thinks that these are his last buildings, because he's gonna move up there. And the thing is that Worker Ant is actually in the bottom, and he's going to re-establish a ninja base. Well, let's have a look and see how much money he has. Senna's almost got no money. Worker Ant has about 4,000, a little over $4,000, so he is able to actually place down a refinery. He has no harvesters. Oh, he actually has 2 harvesters here. Might want to move those across the map. Oh no, his bikes are actually getting destroyed, and he lost the heroic one as well. That's unfortunate. But this this force is moving through. There's actually there are a lot of rocket squads there. I can't even see. There's a handful of rocket squads and 2 avatars. But Senna all of a sudden is losing his base here. He needs to get back to his main, and his army's so far out of position. Oh my god, he needs to run. Yeah, he's going to run the MCV, because if that gets caught, it is GG. Oh my god, there's rocket squads up here. There's rocket squads. Oh, he's getting close in. He's surrounded. There's no way out of this base. He's going to have to deploy. He's stuck on the Tiberium right now. He's not even paying attention. He's trying to move his MCV. He's completely surrounded here. The army is totally out of position. Oh my god, is Worker Ant going to push him out of the game via building destruction here? This would be insane. Here comes the Raider Bug. He's trying to clean him up. He needs to get rid of that MCV. I'm not sure why he's not trying to construct something. He needs to put down a power plant and place it over where his force is, but he's not doing anything. Oh my god, he's going to lose his MCV. Did he have enough money for a structure? No, he had absolutely no money whatsoever. Oh my god, Alibaster, Worker Ant, he's going to come through. He just needs to destroy this last building. Oh my god, Senna, the cake is real. The cake is it's beyond cake right now. Is he going to get it? It's so close. He gets it. Oh man, Worker Ant. Oh, and that's why you don't surrender in games you think you've lost, because the other guy might not know what he's doing and you can come back. But look, I really got a feel for Senna, man. He should have won that game, and I was very critical. Look at the resources. I was very critical. He was losing the engagements. He was getting out-microed. Worker was out-macroed because Senna had so much money, but Senna just couldn't control his units. He didn't have the skill level required to control all his units. Worker Ant just didn't give up, just kept hitting him, and actually won that game. I can't really break that down into more technical terms than that. That's just how it happened. 148,000 to 227,000, that resource deficit right there. How much more money did he get? He got, what do we got, 50, 60, 70, almost $80,000 in favor of Senna in a 26-minute game. Senna actually had the better kill-death ratio, but that's because Worker went for a lot of infantry, and that's why it's like that. But Worker Ant, considering he went for so many infantry, actually has a very good kill-death ratio as well. Surprisingly, Senna created more units than him as well, so there you go. But nonetheless, what can I say? Senna, the game was there, but unfortunately, maybe you shouldn't dodge so many good players, and he might have the control he required. But nonetheless, well done to Worker Ant, well done to Senna. They gave us a good game, even if it wasn't top tier. It had a lot of action and a lot of destruction. I'm Green Zero. Stay tuned to my channel, and I'll catch you all next time.